Hello everyone, good day. I'm Abayon Jeremy and our topic for today is all about Module 1, the rizal laws. So, I will be discussing the history of RA 1425 and the text of RA 1425. So, first, let us know the history of RA 1425. So, the whole name of Republic Act Number 1425 is an act to include in the curricula of all public and private schools, colleges, and universities courses on the life, works, and writings of Jose Rizal, particularly his novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, authorizing the printing and distribution thereof, and for other purposes. So, mauni ang whole name sa Republic Act Number 1425. So, Republic Act Number 1425, it was also known as Rizal Law. So, it was signed by President Ramon Magsaysay. It was authored by Senator Claro M. Recto, and it was approved on June 12, 1956. So, it was exactly an Independence Day. So, it's been 66 years since naanani nga law. So, it is an act of mandating all public and private institutions, including state, colleges, and universities to include the Dr. Jose Rizal's life, works, and writing as a course across programs. So, unsa man jud ang naa sa Rizal Law, nganong gipatupad man jud ang Rizal Law. So, it gave rise to the implementation of the Rizal subject as a requirement to all courses in tertiary education. So, it was requirement sa mga naa sa college. So, all courses in college must take this subject or this course kay it was clearly mandated by the law. Mapa-public man ka or mapa-private, you need to take this kanang subjects because you can't graduate po if di ka mo take ani nga subject. So, the rationale behind the law was that there is a need to reconcile and deepen the sense of nationalism, freedom of the people, especially sa mga kabatanunan. The law sought to cultivate character, discipline, and conscience, and to teach the obligations of citizenship. So, what was unsa man jud ang purpose ani nga law? What was the objective of this law? So, this law particularly aims to, first, to rededicate the lives of the youth to the ideals of freedom and nationalism for which our heroes lived and died. So, para kuno magsilbi sa ato nga mga youth nowadays as the inspiration and for us to be able na ma-remember po ang mga gipaglaban or ilang mga giagian tung una. Second is to pay tribute to our national hero for devoting his life and work in shaping the Filipino character. Para ato ma-appreciate o mahatagan po nato siya og parangal as a national hero. So third is to gain inspiring source of patriotism through the study of Rizal's life, works, and writings. Because we all know that Dr. Jose Rizal is wala siya nakiglaban through digmaan or duguan. Nakiglaban siya through his writings, especially his two novels, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo. So, maong naani nga law is for us to be able to understand unsa man jud ang iyang gimin sa iya law ug aron pod atong mahibaw-an giunsa niya pag-use sa iyang mga writings para mabulgar ang mga wrongdoings sa mga dayuhan kung una. Okay. Republic Act Number 1425, it was also known as, before siya nahimong kanang Rizal Law, it was also known as Senate Bill 438. So, it was authored by Senator Claro M. Recto. He was also known as the father of the Rizal Law. Why? Kay si Senator Claro M. Recto man jud ang murag pinuno or nangusog para jud mapapasar ni nga law. So, Republic Act Number 1425 is considered as one of the most controversial bills in the Philippines. So, why kanang consider as one of the controversial bill man ang Republic Act Number 1425? First, because damo jud ni oppose ani nga law. Damo ang mga tawo nga ni contribute aron dili og mapapasar jud ni nga law. So, damo ang process, ang opinions, ang debates aron mapasar jud ni siya nga law. So, first, the very first reason nganong controversial man jud ni siya nga law is because the bill was not just fiercely opposed from people from legislative branch, but also by the Catholic Church due to the inclusion of compulsory reading of Rizal's novels in which, according to them, Catholic dogmas are humiliated. So, ang pinakauna jud nga kontra aron mapasar ni nga law is ang Catholic Church because according to them, ang gituuhan or ang prinsipyo sa Catholic Church is maguba if ever nga mapasar ni nga law, which eventually mahimong rizal law. But why? Simply because naka-state sa mga writings, especially sa two novels ni Dr. Jose Rizal, ang No Limitangere and El Filibusterismo, naka-state ato ang mga kontra sa mga gitudlo sa Catholic Church. So, according to them also, na kung kinsa man ang makabasa sa duha niya ka novels is na ay chance nga mabag-o ang ilang pagtuo. That's why, against kaayo ang Catholic Church. So, unsa man diri na adi ay sa duha ka novels ni Dr. Jose Rizal, nganong di jud sila ganahan ipapasar ni nga law. Aron nganong di jud sila ganahan nga mabasahan pud ni nga writings ni Dr. Jose Rizal. Because these two novels are against Spanish government, especially dili niya gibatikos sa mga Spanish friars. Dili niya gibulgar ang mga oppression sa mga Spanish friars, like their injustices ug ang ilang mga pang-aabuso nga gibuhat sa atong mga ninuno, mga Filipino. So, for example, ani is ang ilang wrongdoings, selling of indulgences. So, it means that mag-collect sila money from Filipino, ilang gihimong alipin nga, ilang isulti kunuhay nga, if maghatag sila money, if ever nga mamatay sila, ang ilang spirit is diretso jud sa langit, which is eventually kay man ka nga dili jud tinuod. So, di ba? That was the very kanang murag abot ipasabot ni Rizal sa iyang novels. So, naa sa point nga nang hadlok ang mga Catholic Church na if ever mapasa ni nga bill is ila pod ipasara kuno ang mga Catholic schools. But according to Senator Claro M. Recto, if ever pod nga ilang ipasara ang mga Catholic schools, is ma-nationalize ang mga schools and ang state na ang magpadagan ug mag-control sa mga school, which is di pod sila ganahan makitabo. And niabot pod sa point nga ang mga legislators against na mapasar ang Rizal Bill is nang hadlok pod sa mga legislators na naniguro nga mapasar ang bill. So, nisulti si Bishop Manuel Yap of Bacolod City na is moabot ang next election is dili na sila mag-show og support nila sa mga naniguro nga mapasar ang Rizal Bill. And also, the worst part about this kanang aron lang dili siguro mapapasar or mapapasar ni nga bill is nagka physical fight sa Congress. So, naay nagkasuntukay between the Cebu representative, which is Ramon Durano, and the Pampanga representative, Emilio Cortez. So, Recto's original bill made it obligatory for college and university students to study the life and works of Jose Rizal. So, it was Senator Claro M. Recto who brought the bill into the Senate, and it was Senator Jose B. Laurel Sr. who was then the chairman on the Committee of Education who sponsored the bill. So, the bill was, kung naay ka ng ganahan mapasar, syempre na against. So, the bill was opposed by three senators, namely Senator Francisco Rodrigo, who was then the former Catholic Action President, Senator Mariano Cuenco, and Senator Decoroso Rosales, who was the brother of Julio Rosales and Archbishop. So, the Catholic Bishops' Conference of the Philippines, or also known as CBCP, submitted a pastoral letter to which, according Rizal violated Canon Law 1399. So, damo jud silang gihimog paraan aron lang jud dili ni mapasar nga law. So, unsa man jud naa sa Rizal, Canon Law 1399. So, it forbids or bans books that attack or ridicule the Catholic doctrine and practices. So, it is clearly along na nagbawal nga mag-publish og book kung asa ang sulod ani is mga atake sa Catholic principles, doctrines, and practices. Mao ni ang nahimong defense sa CBCP or ang Catholic Bishop Conference of the Philippines. So that's why ila jud gisusi or nag-study jud sila sa duha ka novel ni Dr. Jose Rizal, which is ang No Limitangere and El Filibusterismo, na according to them 170 passages in No Limitangere and 50 in El Filibusterismo are against Catholic Church. Also, according to them, sa study nila, if dili ra di ay ang mga Spanish friars ang giatake ni Dr. Jose Rizal sa iyang mga writings, kundi pati pod ang kanang Catholic faith. So that's why ang gibuhat sa mga against sa Rizal Bill is they have suggested a reading material for students as what they called the Rizalian Anthology. So what is Rizalian Anthology? It is the collection of Rizal's literary work that contain the patriotic philosophy excluding the two novels which is No Limit Sangre and El Filibusterismo. Okay ra jud sa ilang okay nga mapag-aralan ang life jud ni Dr. Jose Rizal, but wala lang jud ang duha ka novels. So ang mga against jud sa Rizal law is to suggest sila nga gamiton ra ang edited novels or ang mga original copies sa novels ni Rizal kay itago ra jud sa library. But knowing Senator Claro M. Recto nga nagpursige nga mapasar ni nga law, he rejected it. So due to apparently never-ending debate on the Rizal Bill, approved amendments were formulated through ideas of 3 senators. So naitulo ka senator nga nag-contribute aron na mapasar jud ni siya nga law. So first is Senator Laurel. Other than No Limit Sangre and El Filibusterismo, works written by Rizal and works written by others about Rizal would be included in reading of the unexpurgated revision of the two novels, would no longer be compulsory to elementary and secondary levels, but would be strictly observed to college level. So okay ra sa ila nga dili jud mapagtuunan og pansin in elementary or in high school, but in college level, strictly dapat na-adjud siya. So, ang gi-contribute po ni Senator Lim is that he suggested the exemption to those students who feel that reading Rizal's novel would negatively affect his or her faith. So, according po sa iya, if nagtuang usa ka student na maka-affect ni sa iya faith, okay ra nga dili niya basahon ang duha ka novel ni Dr. Jose Rizal. And third, the third senator nga nag-contribute is Senator Primicia. So, promulgates the rule and regulations in getting an exemption only from reading the two novels through written statement or affidavit and not from taking Rizal course. So, it means that there will be an exemption for those students na ang unexpurgated version of the two novels of Rizal, but they are okay na sa ilang di nila basahan ang original, but they are not exempted on taking the subject. But according to historian Ande Tocampo, no student has ever availed of this exemption. So after the revised amendments, the bill was finally signed into a law, which is nahimo siyang Republic Act number 1425. So finally, sa gitaas-taas sa proseso, nahimo gyapon siyang law, which we know na Republic Act 1425. So it was signed by President Ramon Magsaysay. It was authored by Senator Claro M. Recto, and it was kanang signed on napatupad jud on June 12, 1956. So karon kay kahibaw naman ta sa history sa RA 1425 or the Rizal Law. So mag-move na ta kung unsa jud ang naa ka text ani nga law. So unsa jud sulod ani nga law. So first, in section 1, courses on the life, works, and writings of Jose Rizal, particularly his novel No Limit Sangre and El Filibusterismo, shall be included in the curricula of all schools, colleges, and universities, public or private. So, in section 1 talks about not only the life of Rizal na atong pag-aralan, but also his works, especially his two novels. So, way back in our high school is ato naman nanatay ka ng panaaw ka ng murag kay ba na ta sa story sa novel, but dili ang deep meaning. So in college, so nakastay sa section 1 na is magka-inject nga study ani, which means we go deep kung unsa man jud ang meaning sa iyang mga novels, and we will try to compare kung unsa ay mga nahitabo tung una compare sa mga nahitabo karon, and we will be able to know sa mga symbol pod sa mga character sa iyang mga novels. Next is section 2. It shall be obligatory in all schools, colleges, and universities to keep in their libraries an adequate number of copies of the original and unexpurgated editions of No Limit Sangare and El Filibusterismo, as well as of Rizal's other works and biography. So when we talk about unexpurgated, so it is the original version of the novel. It's not the edited version of the novel. So Section 2 simply talks about the copy of the novels. Next is Section 3. The Board of National Education shall cause the translation of the No Limit Sangare and El Filibusterismo as well as the other writings of Jose Rizal into English, Tagalog, and the principal Philippine dialects. So in Section 3, we all know that the two novels was originally written in Spanish language. So however, Filipino and English version na ta through because it was approved by the Philippine government. But kay Bauman ta that Philippine has a lot of dialects. So Section 3 talks about that dapat ang duha ka novels ni Dr. Jose Rizal if matranslate po sa other dialects, like for example, matranslate siya into Bisaya or matranslate siya through Ilonggo. So mao na ang Section 3 all about. So Section 4, last thing in this act shall be construed as amendment or repealing section in 927 of the Administrative Code, prohibiting the discussion of religious doctrines by public school teachers and other person engaged in any public school. So Section 4 is, ang abot aning ipasabot is diri nakasuwat na dapat walay maka-override ani nga batas, kundi ang Philippine Government Trust. So, wala na'y ma-change ani nga batas. Okay? That was Section 4 all about. Okay, Section 5, it is the sum of 300,000 pesos is hereby authorized to be appropriated out of any fund not otherwise appropriated in the National Treasury to carry out the purpose of this act. So, Section 5, it simply talks about the budget. Okay? Mauna na ang abot ipasabot sa Section 5. And last, Section 6, this act shall take effect upon its approval. So, it means na dapat, if napatupad na ni nga batas, is dapat effective siya or ang mga learners or kini nga subject, through this subject is nadyo'y ma-learn ang mga learners. So, that's all about my topic, ma'am. Thank you.